Welcome to another episode of Tech 101 Radio, where we break down complex tech concepts in a way that's easy to understand, even for those who are just stepping into the world of technology. Today we're exploring one of the most fascinating and game-changing advancements of our time. How does AI actually work? Whether you've heard of artificial intelligence in passing or you're curious about how it impacts your daily life, this episode will take you on a journey from its history to its modern-day applications, all explained in simple terms. Let's begin by taking a step back in time. The idea of creating machines that can think like humans has been around for centuries. In fact, it dates back to ancient myths and legends where humans dreamed of creating artificial beings that could perform tasks on their behalf. But it wasn't until 1956, at a conference at Dartmouth College, that the term artificial intelligence, AI, was formally introduced. This event marked the beginning of AI as a real field of study, sparking interest among scientists who began exploring whether machines could be made to learn and reason like humans. Back then, AI systems were basic and rigid. They could follow specific rules, but couldn't really learn or think for themselves. Picture them like calculators, able to follow instructions step by step, but incapable of adapting when faced with new problems. However, the big turning point came in the 2010s, when machine learning and deep learning transformed AI into something much more powerful. With access to vast amounts of data and more advanced computing power, AI systems began learning from the world around them. But what exactly is AI? In its simplest form, AI is the development of machines or systems that can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. This could be anything from recognizing speech, identifying images, or even playing chess. AI works by processing large amounts of data and making decisions or predictions based on that information. Now, to understand how AI actually works, we need to explore three key components: data, algorithms, and machine learning. Imagine AI as a child who learns from experience. When you teach a child to recognize a dog, you don't just show them one picture, you show them hundreds of pictures of different types of dogs: big dogs, small dogs, fluffy dogs, dogs with spots, until the child can recognize a dog no matter how it looks. AI works similarly, but instead of seeing pictures, it processes data. Data is the fuel that powers AI. The more data it has, the better it can learn. Once AI has enough data, it uses algorithms to make sense of it. Think of an algorithm as a recipe or set of instructions that tells AI what to do with the data. For example, if we're teaching AI to recognize cats in pictures, we provide it with thousands of images labeled as cat and others that aren't. The algorithm will process the data and start to learn the patterns that define a cat, whether it's the shape of the ears, the eyes, or the tail. Over time, AI becomes better at recognizing new images of cats, even if they're from different angles or lighting conditions. This process of learning from data is known as machine learning. Unlike traditional programming, where the computer follows a set of predefined rules, machine learning allows AI to adapt and improve over time. It's similar to how a student learns from doing homework. At first, they make mistakes, but with enough practice, they get better at solving similar problems. Machine learning comes in different forms, with the most common being supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning is like having a tutor. The AI is given data along with the correct answers, called labels, and it learns by comparing its predictions to the actual results. For example, if you want AI to recognize handwritten numbers, you would feed it thousands of examples of the digit 5 and label each one. Eventually, the AI learns what a 5 looks like and can recognize it even in new handwriting. Unsupervised learning, on the other hand, is when AI is given data without any labels. It's like solving a puzzle without knowing what the final picture looks like. The AI has to figure out the patterns and relationships within the data on its own. This is often used in clustering tasks, such as grouping similar customers based on their buying habits without being told what defines each group. Then there's reinforcement learning, which is all about trial and error. Imagine teaching a dog to perform a trick. Every time the dog does the trick correctly, you reward it. If it does something wrong, you don't give it a treat. Over time, the dog learns the right behavior through this feedback. AI works similarly in reinforcement learning. It interacts with its environment, receives feedback on its actions, and adjusts its behavior to achieve the best outcome. This is the method used by self-driving cars to learn how to navigate roads safely. One of the most exciting advancements in AI is deep learning. This is a subset of machine learning that uses neural networks, which are designed to mimic the human brain. Think of these networks as layers of neurons that process information. Each layer analyzes the data more deeply, and the deeper the layers, the better the AI becomes at understanding complex tasks. This technology is what powers voice assistants like Siri or Google Assistant, which can understand your speech and respond in a meaningful way. Deep learning also drives facial recognition systems that can identify you, even if you change your hairstyle or wear glasses. So let's break it down with a real-world example you might be familiar with: facial recognition on your phone. Every time you unlock your phone with your face, AI is at work. It scans thousands of points on your face, compares them to the data it has stored, and decides if it's really you. But it didn't learn this overnight. When you first set up facial recognition, the AI was trained by analyzing multiple images of your face from different angles. Over time, it learned to recognize you even if your appearance changed slightly. But AI isn't limited to personal devices. Take healthcare, for example. AI is already being used to analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs. Imagine a doctor using AI to detect early signs of cancer. The AI system has been trained on millions of medical images, learning to spot abnormalities that a human eye might miss. This can lead to earlier diagnoses and better outcomes for patients. So, where is AI headed in the future? The possibilities are endless. AI is already transforming industries like healthcare, transportation, and education. In the coming years, AI could become even more integrated into our daily lives, offering personalized learning experiences, improving medical diagnoses, and even making cities smarter with automated transportation systems. But AI is still a tool. It's not magic. It's only as good as the data it's given and the algorithms that guide it. This means we must continue to ensure AI is used ethically and responsibly, so it benefits society as a whole. To wrap it up, AI works by learning from data, using algorithms to identify patterns, and improving over time through machine learning. It's a tool that's already making our lives easier, whether we're aware of it or not. From voice assistants to recommendation systems, AI is everywhere, and it's only going to become more powerful in the years to come. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of artificial intelligence. I hope you now have a clearer understanding of how AI works and why it's such an exciting field. Be sure to tune in to the next episode of Tech 101 Radio as we continue to explore the wonders of technology in simple, easy to understand terms.